So now is the time to, get some bulbs in the ground. Here we have some daffodil bulbs. I believe there was 75p from Wilco for a whole bag, reduced from £3 as you can see. So a nice big bag. I'm planting these in the orchard, just to make it look a bit nicer. And it also, attracts lots of insects and that. I'm not going to plant these, how you might want to if you've got like a big lawn and you want them just scattered everywhere. You just grab a handful and just throw them on the ground like that, and then you will plant them where they have landed. But I'm going to be planting more in clumps in between the trees instead of like absolutely everywhere. So then in spring we can still mow down the centre of the orchard. So the ground here is clay, but it is quite good with the grass and that anyway. So I'm just going to plant them twice the depth. It does twice the depth is pretty much standard with any bulb. It's going to be using a spade, normal spade. You don't need anything else for planting daffodils. And yeah, I'm just going to plant them in some nice clumps. So as you can see, this area here is quite bare. There's not that much grass here, so hopefully the bulbs should get a good establishment in the spring. So I'm just going to burst through a layer of topsoil, just deep enough, cutting out sort of like a little bit of turf. It's quite awkward with the camera and that, but just cut out a little bit of turf. That's the easiest way to do it, so then you can put it straight back on top. If you're doing this in a border, you can just do a trench or something. If you're planting like a row of them, as you can see, we've got topsoil where it's been ploughed, and then it's just clay underneath there. But the worms will make everything better because this orchard is not that established yet. It's quite new. I don't know if you can see already, we have loads of worms coming out, so that shows that the soil is getting established now, because there's lots of stuff dug in and tilled in here sort of thing. Grass clippings and that, and weeds. It's all been moshed up in there when we did the orchard, and the worms are breaking everything down. So I'm just going to plant the bulbs straight on top of that. Just going to chuck them in, just 2 or 3, because these will multiply, but you want them to still look good on the first year. This is about the right depth. I'd say anywhere between that sort of depth, so like an inch from the top of the bulb to the soil, or which is pretty much double the depth of the bulb. So that's the best way to do it. And then it's just going to be so simple. I'm just going to grab this bit of turf and just stamp it down a bit, and the grass should spread there easily now, and have some nice bulbs coming through. So what I'm going to do is plant bulbs in between here, like in between the trees, and then we can still mow through here sort of thing. So I have literally just planted about 6 clumps of daffodils within a matter of minutes. So if you can find any bulbs on sale or anything whilst you can, in Wilko's or any local shop will be selling these bulbs at this time of year, because you can plant them from about autumn time right the way through to the end of winter, and they just look quite nice and add a bit more to your garden at the start of the year, or orchard in this case. So it's just so easy to get them in. You don't really need to do much to the ground or anything at all. Just don't plant it in waterlogged soil and you'll be fine. It's a bit wet and windy at the moment, so obviously it makes it look a bit messy when you're trampling down the soil that you're putting back on top, but the grass will come through and it will be all right. This, you can do daffodils in pots as well, so it's all good. But with it being windy, even now they're not shooting up, but at this time of year, when in spring when they'll be coming up, especially if you're growing them in pots, you might just want to tie them together a bit just to stop them flopping over in the wind, because as you can probably tell, it is quite windy even now, so later on it will be very, very windy. So I just wanted to do this video to sort of update you on what I'm doing, show you what I'm doing. Obviously it's very windy now and filming conditions aren't the best, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Show you just how easy it is to put these bulbs in, if you've got a lawn or whatever, and just a short update on the orchard. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to click that like button and press subscribe with notifications on, so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to click any of these videos up here if you want to continue watching any more of my videos, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So bye bye everybody.